African leaders and their commitment to anti-imperialism and liberation. The following list emphasizes significant African leaders whose political journeys, military or revolutionary experiences, and, in many instances, premature deaths exemplify a steadfast dedication to anti-imperialist and liberation principles, including the Palestinian campaign for self-determination. It is crucial to recognize that while certain leaders are celebrated for their explicit endorsement of Palestinian rights, others are included due to their regime's broader support for global liberation movements. Top 10 African leaders. Gamal Abdel Nasser, Egypt, 1908 to 1970. A former military officer and key figure in Arab nationalism, Nasser's administration significantly advanced the Palestinian liberation narrative through its policies and diplomatic efforts. His leadership fostered pan-Arab unity and positioned him as an advocate for the rights of oppressed populations in the region. Muammar Gaddafi, Libya, 1942 to 2011. As a revolutionary military leader, Gaddafi's regime was characterized by a firm anti-imperialist stance. He consistently voiced support for various liberation movements, including that of the Palestinians, and his provocative rhetoric shaped regional discourse, despite contributing to his controversial overthrow. Thomas Sankara, Faso, 1949 to 1987. A dynamic revolutionary who transformed his nation, Sankara promoted self-reliance and solidarity with global liberation movements. His government's anti-colonial rhetoric included support for Palestinian statehood, and his assassination cemented his legacy as a martyr of revolutionary ideals. Houari Boumediene, 1932 to 1978. Emerging from a military background following Algeria's liberation, Boumediene guided the country through a period of assertive state governance and foreign policy that supported anti-colonial movements. His advocacy significantly bolstered the Palestinian cause, reinforcing Algeria's enduring commitment to international solidarity. Samora Machel, Mozambique, 1933 to 1986. As the leader of Mozambique's liberation movement, Machel oversaw a military-led government that viewed its initiatives as part of a broader global struggle against oppression. His administration actively supported liberation movements worldwide, including the Palestinian pursuit of self-determination, making him a symbol of revolutionary sacrifice. Astini Neto la 19 Titinomes. A pivotal figure in post-colonial Angola, Neto led a government that emerged from armed struggle, dedicated to anti-imperialist ideals. His regime expressed solidarity with liberation movements worldwide, sharing ideological alignments with causes like that of the Palestinians, who sought autonomy and recognition. Sékou Touré, Guinea, 1922 to 1984. Although his regime was not explicitly military, Touré's one-party state was grounded in revolutionary enthusiasm and a commitment to anti-colonial principles. His support for liberation causes included public declarations of solidarity with oppressed peoples, resonating with the Palestinian struggle. Ahmed Ben Bella, Algeria, 1916 to 2012. As a founding leader of Algeria and a former military officer, Ben Bella represented the revolutionary spirit that stemmed from the fight against colonialism. His vocal support for self-determination encompassed various liberation movements, and his leadership contributed to a narrative of solidarity that included aspirations for Palestinian statehood. Gnassingbé Eyima, Togo, 1935 to 2005. Eyadema's long rule in Togo was characterized by a pragmatic approach to international alliances. Although the record of his regime is complex, it occasionally demonstrated ideological support for movements opposing Western dominance. This included sporadic public statements indicating a desire for Palestinian sovereignty, a stance that, while not as pronounced as some contemporaries, nonetheless connected his narrative to the broader anti-imperialist cause. A broader reflection on revolutionary martyrs. It is crucial to recognize that the exact number of leaders whose deaths are explicitly linked to active support for the Palestinian state is limited in historical records. Often, these leaders, whether assassinated, killed in battle, or exiled, became symbols of the sacrifices associated with unwavering anti-imperialist politics. While there is no widely accepted 10th figure, In addition to the 9 previously mentioned who meets all criteria, many lesser-known military or revolutionary leaders throughout Africa, often regional figures overlooked in international narratives, also committed themselves to a similar ethos of solidarity with Palestinian and other liberation movements. This acknowledgement serves as both a reminder and tribute to a broader movement in Africa that consistently resisted colonial and neo-colonial power structures by advocating for self-determination.